In times when most action camera makers struggle to deliver, DJI are here with a brand new setup fitted in their already well-known signature rugged housing. Rumors say it must be epic, but is it? Let's inspect. The wait is over. This is DJI Osmo Action 5, something surrounded by a lot of rumors. And I'm always super excited when it comes to reviewing action cameras because that's how I started the channel a few years ago. And unlike some fellow tech reviewers, I do use a lot of action camera footage in my videos, and I have an action camera as part of my daily gear setup, meaning that probably I'm able to identify and cherry pick a lot of valuable hidden secrets that others might not notice. Therefore, I really hope the next few minutes are going to be super useful for you if you're on the hunt for your next action camera. Full disclosure, I have received this unit from DJI, no other strings attached, meaning that it's going to be my own thoughts. They wouldn't see the video before publishing, and there will be some comparisons to competitors, of course, and I'm also going to speak about the good but also highlight the bad things about Osmo Action 5. And honestly, I've been for a long time, maybe 5 or 6 years, a heavy GoPro user, but Osmo Action 4 from last year made me convert, and I never really went back. And there are a lot of reasons to believe that it's gonna be no different with DJI Osmo Action 5. Let me show you why. Going for some well-lit daytime examples as a starter. These are the perfect conditions for an action camera, possibly sunny and bright weather, and your footage is going to shine. For a fact, most of the good action cameras from the past 5 years should deliver solid results with awesome stabilization in such kind of conditions, but each and every year there are some add-ons which make a lot of people go for the latest and greatest. As you may notice, lately some action cameras are already much closer to professional cameras in terms of color science, with the most impressive upgrade here being the presence of HLG option, so that if you record in this format, any device supporting HDR is going to be able to recognize and play the file and show these enhanced and deeper colors in black and white areas. Not brand new for DJI, because the Mavic 3 Pro drone also has it, but makes its way for the first time in their action camera line. As for low-light samples, well, feels like we finally have a decent model which can actually be useful in low light. Yes, the former generations have also tried to be better about it. Other competitors, such as Insta360, tried to integrate a larger image sensor, but it's all about the sensitivity over here. Another new component, and feels like the upgrade is well worth it. You can notice that artifacts are almost non-existent, and not only this puts to shame the hero line by GoPro, it's also better than the famous Ace Pro by Insta360. Not only about video, but also about photos. Yes, I'm one of these guys that usually ignore the photo capabilities of action cameras, because up until now I was never happy with the results, and these are supposed to be action cameras in the end of the day. It looks like here the snaps are no worse than what my flagship smartphone can capture in ultra-wide camera mode, even if it's dark. And yeah, what we see here is fascinating. It's the same feeling during unboxing of any of the combos. What I have in my hands is the so-called Adventure combo, with more batteries and some accessories. You can order just the camera too, and save some money or give them for other kinds of accessories. The feeling of Osmo Action 5 Pro is more or less like generations 3 or 4. Rugged design, excellent grip, solid construction, and at the same time functional. When something is working fine, why should we change it at all? With proven record to be impact resistant, an upgraded dual-screen setup with 20-meter waterproofness, ability to work at temperatures between -20 and +45 degrees Celsius, and this super awesome cage with the quick-release plates. I so much like these that last year I've bought a conversion plate for Hero 12 using the very same kind of standard. As part of the combo with DJI, we get a charging case with 3 batteries, a telescopic selfie stick, some tutorials, and for more accessories, I'm gonna talk in just a few moments. The tech specs are this time particularly interesting because DJI deploy a brand new image sensor with 13.5 stops of dynamic range, a new processor, a removable battery with an option for 1950 mAh capacity. There's a physical color temperature sensor, GPS, seamless microphone connection, inbuilt storage, it's waterproof without the case, and all of this fits within the modest 146 grams. Do you notice that some of the specs, they sound surprisingly similar to Osmo Action 4, but truth is that in terms of overall hardware combo, DJI have gone wild. Because in times when upgrading the system on a chip or upgrading the image sensor for the next generation is considered to be a big upgrade, and just for the record, I think GoPro reused the same image sensor and SoC combination for a third consecutive generation, DJI upgrade both with the Osmo Action 5. I've done a very extensive research in an attempt to discover what is the system on a chip inside, unfortunately without any success. There are some rumors that it's made on a 4nm process, meaning that it's very battery efficient. I couldn't discover which is the exact model. It's definitely not a Chinese one, because obviously Chinese right now down to 5nm in terms of manufacturing process. Ambarella haven't announced any 4nm devices yet, so I'm still in the dark about it. If you have more information about it, please help me out in the comment section below the video. As for the image sensor, based on the fact that it's 13.5 stops dynamic range, we know the size, which is 1 by 1.3 inches, and some other clues, I can conclude it's probably the OmniVision OV50H. Again, something that probably DJI would never ever confirm, but yeah, I have a good belief that I might be right, or if I'm not, again, you can help me in the comment section below the video. Among the other new add-ons, well, they're actually in here, inside the O, is a color temperature sensor which contributes to better white balance performance. There are upgrades around the battery life, the microphone area setup, together with a pressure gauge so that when you're diving deeper, you would know exactly the depth that you're currently at, which is pretty good, or not. I'm not really a diver, so maybe you can help me by sharing about your own experience. So apparently, on the outside, it looks almost the same as Osmo Action 4. On the inside, there are a lot of changes, and these changes also are relevant to the display setup. Here, an upgraded OLED setup, another area which is a step up. Furthermore, these displays are HDR compatible, so whenever you film in HLG, it's gonna look much better when you play it back. And you can once again count on front and rear touch inputs. We get a new always on development, and you can choose from a few different AOD modes, something that probably is gonna get further tuned with firmware updates, because it's a feature that just arrived. Two remarks here: while the screen protectors for the rear display are the same as for Osmo Action 3 and 4, the front one has a slightly different size, so make sure to pick a screen protector explicitly designed for the Action 5. In fact, this time, the accessories topic is gonna be quite interesting. If you have ever used a Sony camera, and maybe such kind of a product is not gonna look too strange, DJI mimic the idea of using multifunctional stand, add a battery, and let you easily control your Action 5 remotely. Works quite nice and might be great for content creators on the go. There also is a microphone port in case you want to avoid using other types of Type-C to 3.5mm conversions. While I've heard that there might be some other accessories on the pipeline, you may want to check the existing portfolio. I'm definitely a huge fan of these ND filters. Close to 90% of the footage that I've recorded with action camera in the last year has been with the Osmo Action 4 and ND filter, and the best part is that although the new lens has slightly different design, the currently available DJI made filters for Action 3 and 4 are a perfect fit. No screwing needed, just attach, they wouldn't fall down, and the convenience of being so easily detachable is priceless. So is the battery life, and now I'm going to say something that is probably unexpected, but if you plan to buy the Adventure combo or any of the combos, think twice and try to be extra smart, because probably you can go for just the camera and spend the rest of the money on useful accessories, because the battery life has become insanely good. DJI say that you can record videos with this camera up to 4 hours per battery charge, which is fantastic. In my particular use case, occasional recordings through the day, mostly 24 and 60 frames per second in 4K, I never really got close to getting an exhausted battery, and probably that's been more than 2 hours worth of recordings per day. Superb battery life. Plus, Osmo Action 5 supports super quick battery charging. If you think that while covering the accessories I forgot to talk about the microphones, not quite. By the way, since we are on the voice topic, a lot of, well, 4 technically voice commands are supported. And of course, wireless microphones. The famous DJI Mic 2 is being supported up to 2 transmitters simultaneously. And actually, this is a test of just the internal microphone of the Osmo Action 5 Pro. Let's go back to the footage part and the various shooting modes. After all, having that many features is great, but being able to film in epic quality is the most important aspect. Osmo Action 5 Pro keeps similar to Action 3 and 4 aspect ratio and angles of view. The ultra-wide mode lets you go for up to 155 degrees field of view without the need to use extra lenses. And sure, distortions will apply. In this scenario, they are a welcomed effect. I've apparently most often used the de-warp mode, where most of these curves are sort of straightened. You can rotate the camera by 90 degrees and capture some vertical shots for Instagram and TikTok as well. And given the standard native mounting, you can get a wide variety of tripods supporting the camera. There are a few shortcuts for your favorite modes. This time, a dedicated night mode is available as well. Amazing quality for this one. If you need to tune something, just go to video mode, and it's just a few swipes or taps away, with the ability to choose among the many pro-grade features, including full manual exposure control, where you can choose the shutter speed and the ISO range. Different types of time-lapse options are available. Note that only in the hyperlapse mode the stabilization stays on, so the time-lapse feature is suitable for static environment only. Should you want to review something or create a video with your footage, get the DJI Mimo app. For Android users, you have to download it directly from DJI's website. It becomes more and more powerful, now letting you add GPS data or color grade or crop whatever you need. I found out that together with the light cut video editor, it's a pretty great and easy to use solution without any ads or limitations. You can use the app as a remote. You can of course tune every single config parameter, extracting photos out of videos or using themes to add more effects or live streaming. It's all there. Oh, and the best part, Osmo Action 5 Pro has Wi-Fi 6 on board, so if your phone has it, transfer speeds are as high as 80 megabytes per second. So I feel for this price point, DJI provide extraordinary good balance. And yet, my desire to seek for perfection helps me to identify a few areas of improvement. As a startup, there is no support for Apple's Find My feature, immensely important for such kind of gear in 2024, in my opinion. Also, no auto brightness for any of the displays, close to a must-have these days. And maybe, if I'm missing something else, feel free to help me using the comments below. In the end, this is not just an action camera, it's one more step in direction offering the ultimate creator experience. And if you're already in the DJI ecosystem, this is a fantastic addition, providing you the ability to add super awesome ultra-wide field of view to your creative kind of shots. Very easy to match in terms of color science, so many accessories which are compatible with it, almost everything which has been released after Osmo Action 3 and onwards, and a price which I feel is still quite accessible. They've added the Pro, they've improved a lot, and given the fact that they've upgraded the system on a chip and the image sensor altogether, plus the other many enhancements, yes, I feel that the Osmo Action 5 is an epic 4K action camera, something that you can buy now and it's going to serve you well for a very long period of time. Well, the big question is how GoPro responds to all of that. Hero 13 is already out, something I'm currently testing, and very soon there's going to be a comparison. But at this point of time, I still believe that the DJI Osmo Action series continues to be the best kind of action cameras that you can buy on the market right now, really close to perfection. That's my take on this action camera. Could be that you agree or disagree, so we can carry on the conversation in the comment section below the video. Thank you very much for watching this, and in case you enjoyed, give me a like, subscribe for more cool tech inspections, and I, Michael, the Tech Mishka, can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!